Hi everyone, thanks for joining us again on the Croft. We're well into the dark and stormy months of winter now, and things have been pretty slow around here, not least because we've both been down with seasonal bugs and mostly just trying to stay warm and dry inside. The weather has been a bit wild recently, and in the past couple of weeks we've had 3 named storms hit the UK. While we escaped the worst of it here in southwest Scotland, we've still been dealing with a lot of heavy rain and strong winds, as well as the first snow of the season. We're also only a couple of weeks away from the winter solstice, and it's getting dark at about 4 p.m. now, so we've been trying to brighten things up by decorating the house for the festive season. The practice of using greenery to decorate the home during the darkest time of the year is an ancient one, and it probably predates Christmas. Evergreens like holly, ivy and fir have been associated with the festive season for hundreds of years, as these plants are some of the only greenery available during the darkest months of the year. Evergreens have come to symbolise eternal life and the promise of the return of light and life in spring. I took advantage of a rare dry day to take some cuttings from the garden to use in decorating the house. The bright red berries of the holly make beautiful decorations, and traditionally they were meant to deter witches, goblins and spirits, and bring good luck to the household. However, they're also poisonous, so do be careful bringing them inside if you have pets or young children. The Yule log is another festive tradition with ancient origins. There are many variations, but generally it is a specially selected log which is burnt on the fire over the 12 days of Christmas. As we're still working towards getting our log burner, our version is to choose a particularly nice log and make a candle holder out of it, which can be decorated with leaves, pine cones, or anything else you like. We don't usually get much snow here, so it's always a bit of a shock to wake up and see everything blanketed in white. This time around, the snow quickly turned to rain, and there wasn't much time to enjoy the view before we had to rush around and deal with the leaks rapidly overflowing from the frozen gutters. A perfect activity for a snowy day is to dry citrus fruit to make natural Christmas decorations. I used oranges and lemons, but if you can find blood oranges or red grapefruit, they would make really beautiful decorations. I use my dehydrator for this, but you can also dry them in your oven on a low temperature. I like to thread all the dried orange slices onto string to make one long garland, but you can also use individual slices to make decorations for the Christmas tree. After the freeze, I headed out to the garden to assess the damage. These mesh nets do a good job at keeping light frosts off of the plants, and I managed to keep my lettuce going until late November. However, they're no match for snow or heavy frosts, so only the hardiest winter vegetables are left now. Despite the weather, the garden is still providing, and I've been harvesting carrots, beetroot, cabbage, kale, sprouts, and parsnips recently. I'm also looking ahead to next year and starting to plan my seed order, which definitely helps when you're stuck inside on stormy days. I'd love to hear in the comments what you're planning for the 2025 growing season. Sure enough, as soon as I'd sorted out the garden, another storm rolled in. This one brought some very strong winds and we had some minor damage around the croft, especially to the greenhouse and the log store roof. We were pretty worried about losing some trees as the wind was coming from the northwest, which isn't typical for us. However, we were lucky this time and we're grateful that the damage can be easily repaired, as we know lots of people had it much worse than us. I hope everyone watching is managing to stay safe and cosy this winter, and the storms haven't affected you too badly. I'd love to know about any Christmas decorating traditions you have in your families, so please let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.